Child, it has been a minute. It has been a minute. And for good reason. As I told you in the last video, it wasn't the last video. It was like 2 videos ago by the time this posts. I'm really trying to get used to recording and having a camera in my hand and seizing the moment to tell a story. And so, a lot has been going on since the last time we saw each other. The last time I saw you all, I was having packed weekends and weeks between skating and traveling for work, going out of town. Now I'm back home and life is happening again. Right smack dab in the middle of the holidays. So, as a UX designer who's a contract worker, things are somewhat never really set in stone, and it's just the kind of expected way of life. And the company that I work for, they're making some big decisions as far as breaking down business units in the company. And when that happens, companies tend to go on hiring freeze, and they tend to cut costs anywhere to recoup for any potential loss that they might have in the future. And that affected me. So my contract is ending. I'm on the job hunt. And I'm in the middle of a huge project. And it has just been so... that coupled with the fact that my godfather passed away and who he was for all of my life, the inability to have time to process all these things happening has just been a lot. So I haven't been recording. I've had my share of days. What I will say is, being a UX designer and having these major projects and being the only UX designer, I've realized a lot about working in corporate America. And one of the things that I've realized is what you're doing is important, but it's not that important. We're not saving lives, so if it affects the money, then what you're doing is not as important. And it is a bit disheartening because you put in all this work. And it's one thing for putting all this work in to go in a different direction. But you're putting in all this work for the work to still be happening, but then you have to teach other people how to do your job. It's just, it's a lot. And I love the company that I work for. It's just such a big company that doesn't always work the same across business units. And so what that means for me is I have a really good rapport with my team, letters of recommendation, but what that also means is now I'm on the job market in a time when the market kind of sucks. And it's right during the holidays. So either people are hiring right now immediately or not at all until January, mid-January. And I have a trip to Japan coming up mid-January. So it's just a lot right now. And I want to make sure that I'm focused, but it's so hard. Honestly, it's so hard to be focused. It's so hard to just, when you have so much on your mental, emotional plate, not to mention the things that you do every day or weekly, which, I skate, I figure skate, so I have that sport, and I have a show coming up Sunday, and I have 2 things that I have to go to in Charlotte, and, it's a lot, and the downtime feels like it's nowhere in sight. So since I've been gone from YouTube for the past like several weeks. I think I've been to Denver, Las Vegas, Atlanta within a span of a week and a half. And then I came back and I was working, I was skating, I was preparing for shows. Um, and so, like, and then life is now happening. So I didn't get all that on footage. Um, but what you'll soon notice about me is that I'm a work in progress, especially when it comes to YouTube. So just bear with me as I get used to this. But right now, today has been a day where I've felt the most focused that I've ever felt. Um, I'm working on my portfolio, and I was so thankful that I did good work in the beginning and in general, but especially in the beginning in my documentation of my journey. So if you're watching this and you want to be a designer, or you're an experienced designer, maybe a junior designer, you can understand and resonate with doing good work ahead of time and setting up a really good foundation. Because when it comes to doing portfolio work and that anxiety you get and that pressure you get, like, and then you look at all your files and you can breathe because most of your story is right here. Most of your content is right there. I literally have been taking things from decks, from data that I've done, and I don't have to go and really create this massive narrative around such a big project. So I'm really thankful for that because it's eased a lot of my anxiety and given me a lot more confidence in just getting the thing done. My resume has already been updated, so um, I'm just really glad. And then I have letters of recommendation, so I am somewhat hopeful. um, I'm somewhat hopeful, um, but we'll see. So today I've been at my desk. I've been taking calls. I've been just working and listening to music in my headphones because it helps me focus, um, as opposed to listening to music on my TV. So tonight I have rehearsal for Christmas show. That's going to be about an hour long, and then I'll come back and do a little cleaning and relaxing and getting ready for the next day. So I will see you after I finish working. Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, that sounds good. Well, my phone line will be open and I'll be on the lookout. Alrighty then, Brian. I'll talk to you later. You too. Bye.